Hello guys, got another video here for you today, and it is Burnley's transfer suggestions and who I think Burnley should sign. Starting with the formation that Kompany's been playing this season, we'll talk about Burnley changing, but a lot of the season they've stuck with this 4-4-2 formation still, but maybe a bit more attacking and been allowing a bit more interest into maybe pushing it into a 4-2-3-1, which is obviously the standard base in the Premier League now, as you've seen a lot of teams play. A very structured defence. With Trafford behind him, a very young goalkeeper who I do rate. Two very solid centre mids, and then a nice set of attack. The attack's probably my favourite part of this Burnley team. The young players like Show, who has shown his qualities this season. He looks, everything's on the ball. He looks so good. He's Bert as well up front. These are players that I like in the team. However, I've got to kind of look at Burnley and go, what's actually going wrong though? Like, it's not the same Burnley team that we saw last year playing really nice football. Obviously, they lost Nathan Teller, who's now at Leverkusen, doing really well at Leverkusen. He's really changed his career around. I've kind of still got to look at it and go, where's it not working for him right now? And in my head, it's really just down to the experience in the team. It is a very young team, very unexperienced in the Premier League team, a very championship team really, and you've kind of got to look at what can they improve and where can they improve to try and help keep them in the Premier League, because that should be the goal of the season now. Where they are in the league right now, the goal should be to stay in the Prem. It shouldn't be anything more. As long as you stay in the Prem this season, Burnley have had a good season. Kompany survived his first season, his first gauntlet, and he can move on to next season and hopefully improve the team into playing a more of a style how he wants them to play. I've seen, this is not the same Burnley team that people were watching last year. This is completely changed. You've lost quite a few good loan players yet, like Ian Maatsen and Nathan Teller. As I said, as I've mentioned, these are great players who are missing from the team now. But I kind of look at it and go, right, this needs some experience. Needs someone to get them over the line, and then next year they can work on figuring out the system again. And the first bit of experience that I thought about when I was looking at this was, you need a bit of defensive. You need someone at the back to just go, right guys, grab the defence and just take them through it. And I looked at Vincent Kompany's ex-teammate, Jan Vertonghen, and I thought, you know what, he's been at Anderlecht for 2 years now. He is getting on a bit in age, yeah, but he's still experienced. He still knows the game very well. He's good on the ball and can play multiple roles in that back line. But he's just such a solid centre back, and would even allow, when they're playing a back three, just to grab the defence a bit and go, right guys, we can get through this together. Because that's all you need. You need a voice at the back that's going to shout to you what you need to do when you need to do it. And the Burnley players seem like they really need that right now. As I said, you looked at Luton and how they're doing with the likes of Townsend and the likes of Barkley in the midfield, and how well they're performing with those two experienced Premier League midfielders, with an unexperienced, fair enough, a championship team if you look at the team on paper. But with the Premier League experience that they've got in the team, they're doing well. They're having good games. They're showing their qualities. They've been unlucky quite a few times this season, Luton. More unlucky than Burnley have been. I think Burnley's losses have come more down to the bad qualities of Burnley, whilst Luton's have come down more to the unlucky final little bits. And I think Luton look like more of a finished product right now. I do apologise, Burnley fans. I am just being honest, and I just feel like this experience in defence would really help you out. I'm not really looking at the experience in midfield, because I think you've got Jack Cork in there, who is already an experienced Premier League midfielder. So you just need a bit of experience up front when you're looking at it. You have very young attackers, a lot of creativity in the attack. You need someone that's just going to know how to finish it off. And this option might not be the best option. I'm not going to provide, you can't sign Haaland, but it's another one of Vincent Kompany's ex-teammates, Christian Benteke. We all know how fantastic he was in the Premier League at Villa. Kind of went to Liverpool and kind of went downhill from there. But for someone with so many goals in the Premier League, he's kind of got it in his bag just to help someone over the line when they need it, especially working with someone like Kompany who knows him so well. So when they do just need that focal point striker, he can be that guy, and it's allowed Koleosho and Odobert to provide this from the wide flanks for him. And then with the likes of Jan Vertonghen holding back the defence, a solid team back here, and then a creative attack with a bit of flair to it, with just someone who can just put the ball in the back of the net, might be what Burnley need this season. Just that bit of experience, just to pass them through, and hopefully keep them in the league for their sake. Because because they are looking like they're maybe a worry bit. Them in Sheffield and Luton, like Forest looking better now. So it's Brentford have dropped, Palace have dropped. So it's like Brentford, Palace, just above that Burnley, Luton, and Sheffield. And I think Sheffield are the ones that I've got to worry the most. Burnley and Luton are about evens. Burnley, I think, have the better ideas, but I think Luton are just getting it right, a bit better right now. So I think Burnley really set the game up, add a bit of experience to the team. That's all I'm saying, is a bit of experience. Not necessarily these players. These are just players that I think Kompany will work well with. Kompany knows how they want to play. They'll know how Kompany wants to play, and that'll work. You know, at this point, Kompany may as well put himself in the team and add that experience, because he is also an inexperienced manager in the Premier League. So it's quite an unfair challenge to him. He's an unexperienced manager with an unexperienced team. It's not his fault, but it kind of is. Like, you know, you need to have the right tactics ready, and it's just, I do feel bad for him. But that is my transfer suggestions for Burnley. Let me know who you think Burnley should sign. Let me know what players you think would work well in Kompany's system, especially from last year. That's what you need to look at. That's the system Kompany wants to play. But if you have liked the video, please leave a like, guys. And if you want to see more of these, subscribe. There's plenty more coming your way soon. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you on the next one, hopefully.